Imagine an empire, once the sole heir to Rome's glory, now on its knees. The 7th century saw the Byzantine Empire battered from all sides, its traditional armies shattered, its treasury depleted, and its very existence hanging by a thread. This wasn't just a crisis, it was an existential nightmare.
Yet from this crucible of chaos, a radical solution emerged, not from a grand imperial decree, but from sheer necessity and ingenious adaptation. It was a system that would redefine Byzantine military and administration for centuries, the Themata, or theme system. But how did this unique innovation save an empire teetering on the brink?
The crisis was profound. In the early 7th century, the Sassanid Persian Empire launched devastating invasions, conquering vast territories. Then, almost immediately, the Islamic Caliphates exploded onto the scene, sweeping through Byzantine's rich eastern provinces, including Syria, Egypt, and North Africa. The empire shrank dramatically.
The traditional late Roman military structure, with its professional field armies and border garrisons, proved inadequate. These forces were expensive, difficult to maintain, and often tied to specific regions that were now lost. The central government struggled to pay and supply its troops, leading to desertions and a critical lack of manpower.
Emperor Heraclius, a towering figure of the era, is often credited with laying the groundwork for the themes. While his reforms primarily focused on reorganizing existing armies and establishing military districts to counter the Persians, his actions set a precedent for localized defense and integrating soldiers more directly into provincial life. Crucially, the theme system wasn't a sudden top-down invention. Historians now understand it as a gradual, pragmatic evolution. As the empire lost territory, its remaining field armies were settled in strategic frontier regions. These military units, rather than being disbanded, became intrinsically linked to the land they defended.
The earliest clear documentary evidence for the fully formed theme system appears from the mid-7th century, notably during the reign of Constans II. These documents reveal the establishment of distinct military administrative provinces, such as the Anatolikon, Armeniakon, and Opsikion, each with its own commander and local forces.
So, how did it fundamentally work? The genius lay in its simplicity and self-sufficiency. Soldiers, known as striotai, were granted plots of land, often hereditary, in exchange for military service. This land was inalienable and provided the soldier and his family with a livelihood, ensuring a continuous supply of trained men. Each thema was both a military unit and an administrative district. At its head was the Strategos, a general who held both military and civil authority over his theme. This unified command structure streamlined defense and administration, crucial for rapid response to incursions.
Economically, the theme system was a lifesaver. It dramatically reduced the burden on the central treasury, as soldiers were largely self-sufficient. Instead of relying on wages, their land provided sustenance, allowing the empire to reallocate precious resources to other critical areas, or simply survive lean times.
Militarily, the benefits were immense. The theme armies consisted of locally raised, well-trained, and highly motivated troops. They defended their own homes and families, fostering fierce loyalty and superior morale. This allowed for faster mobilization and more effective defense against the frequent raids and invasions.
However, this decentralization of power wasn't without its risks. A powerful strategos commanding a large and loyal theme army could potentially challenge imperial authority. Indeed, periods of civil strife and rebellion often saw theme commanders vying for the throne, a constant balancing act for the emperors.
Despite these challenges, the theme system was the bedrock of Byzantine survival. For over 4 centuries, it provided the stable military and administrative framework that allowed the empire to endure, recover, and even flourish, pushing back against its many enemies and preserving Roman traditions in the East.
By the 11th century, the system began to decline. Imperial policies favoring a professional standing army, the rise of powerful land-owning aristocrats who encroached on Strategos lands, and the increasing reliance on foreign mercenaries gradually eroded the effectiveness and spirit of the original themes.
Modern historical consensus has shifted. While earlier scholars sometimes depicted the themes as a brilliant top-down reform, current understanding emphasizes their organic evolution. They were a pragmatic, decentralized response to an unparalleled crisis, born out of necessity rather than a grand theoretical plan.
The theme system stands as a unique testament to Byzantine adaptability. It fused Roman military tradition with an almost feudal agrarian structure, proving that even in the darkest hours, ingenuity and a willingness to reinvent can safeguard an empire against seemingly insurmountable odds.
The Themata truly represent one of history's most compelling examples of strategic innovation under duress. It saved the Byzantine Empire, giving it centuries more life. What aspects of this system do you find most fascinating? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video.
If you want to delve deeper into the intricate history of Byzantium, check out our playlist on the Eastern Roman Empire, linked in the description. And subscribe to our channel for more journeys into the past, unraveling the stories of empires, innovations, and the people who shaped them. Thanks for watching.